Hey, what's going on, guys? I just got something in and I wanted to show it to you, so I'm gonna go ahead and let's go inside. Let's go see what it is. Alright, so we just got the Trackhawk in, so I just wanted to make a quick video just to show a couple things on it real quick. So things awesome. We got it in diamond black, so it's got the vented hood and everything like the SRT comes with. And this is my favorite thing about the SRTs. The wheel is just, it's so flush, it looks so good. So we just got this in. So as far as options and everything go on it, what we got here is the window sticker. So the optional equipment, if you can see it, it's got the signature leather wrapped interior, and then it has the Laguna seats with the leather wrapped panels also. I'll show you that in a second, but that's all the options: the Harman Kardon system, panoramic sunroof, the spare tire, and the black satin wheels. So that is an upgrade for it. So these wheels, this is what they look like. We got this one with the yellow brake calipers, and that's what the wheels look like. Awesome wheel design, super wide. They're the Pirellis 295s, and yes, boom, supercharged, awesome. This thing's got a lot of power. It's faster than a Hellcat, so it's 295s in the front, 295s in the back, and also up here, like I said, it's got the Harman Kardon system to it also. I think this is a cool thing that Mopar did on them. They have the car kit with them, so that comes with the Trackhawk, so that's pretty sweet. And then of course it's got the power liftgate and everything on it also. And then back here it's going to have your tonneau cover. So, and then like I said, this one has the full-size spare in the back. It is an option, but it does come with that, so that is awesome. The exhaust tips are massive. They're huge, but this thing sounds awesome. It's a beast. So this is a great car that they built. Mopar does it best. And then up front, it's got the bronze inserts in the grille, and a really good look. So it's got the bronze inserts. This one has the adaptive cruise control to it, and the bronze at the bottom also. So it's a great looking car, and you know, signature SRT styling to it. You go up here to the Jeep logo, it's got the bronze around that also. So up under the hood, this is what everyone loves, is your Hellcat motor. So this has a sound dampener right there, so that way it's not making too much noise. Everyone loves a little bit of noise though. But yep, supercharged Hemi right there, 6.2, and like I said, these things will beat a Hellcat Charger or Challenger off the line just because they are all-wheel drive, and they've got a ton of torque. That's same engine, so it's same amount of horsepower, 707, and it also I believe has a torque reserve system, just like the Demon, where it will store your supercharger's air basically in a reserve system, so then as soon as you take off, it doesn't have to wind up the supercharger, it's just ready to go, which also is going to help off at launch. So that is great. But I'll just do a quick walk around the car real quick just to get a good look of it. Alright, so I'm going to hop in real quick. So this is what I was talking about for the panels. So it's got the Laguna leather to it on the seats, and the bolsters, they look a little bit bigger than any of the other SRT models, so it's really nice seats, and it's the Laguna leather in this one, like I said. But the one thing that does set this apart, I think this is so cool, I love the Laguna leather. The feel of it is really good, really soft, and the look of this, so if you look at this, that has the Laguna leather on it, so it's a awesome feel. It's soft just like the seats, and it looks really good on it also. So the design, you gotta have a Trackhawk, you gotta make it special. So Harman Kardon system, it's leather all the way up here, looks awesome, and then it's got the carbon look up top. And then if we hop in here, the whole dash is set up the same way. The floor mats as well on these things are awesome. So maybe the back seats, let me see, I'll get some lights going in here real quick. So the floor mats are a really cool design. My camera's probably giving it a little bit of an effect to it since it has a pattern to it, but they are really super nice floor mats. They say Trackhawk right on them. And then like I said, this has the Harman Kardon speaker system, and they just did so much minor stuff to this car to set it apart. So even the ignition, it has it in blue, so that's awesome. So I go up here, the dash, digital layout, really similar to the Durangos, the SRT Durango, if you've seen one of those. So if I go up in here, it's going to have the same layout as the other ones, your signature Mopar style, but they do the dash awesome. It's a huge display, and it's got a lot of red and blue. It really sets it off. So I can go through here. It's going to give me my air pressure, but it looks like it's got a couple more options in the vehicle info. So if I go through here, I'm just going to see what's in it. It's got your intake temperature, your torque, your power, so it's got a lot of stuff. Your air fuel ratio, that's one that I haven't seen before, so that's pretty sweet. Your boost pressure, so they did add some gauges to this to set it apart. And then of course you're gonna have all your performance pages that show all the info on the car and give your 0 to 60 time, 0 to 100, your braking distance, all that good stuff. And this one's got the lane departure to it and much more. So the car is awesome. The steering wheel's leather as well. It's carbon. It's got the Jeep logo on it. Leather wrap steering wheel also, says Trackhawk at the bottom. And then your screen up here as well. It's got the 8.4 inch screen, and it's going to be fully decked out. These models are really good response time. I love them. The new screens for the 18 models, if you haven't seen them with the Uconnect 4C, it's amazing. And then the dash, you can change the color as well if you wanted to. So if you don't want the blue, if you wanted something else, you can change it. But these come fully loaded. And of course, I'll show what everyone wants to see, your SRT performance pages. See if I can get a little bit better of a focus on this. So this is going to have your transmission paddle shifters. It's going to set the all-wheel drive. You can change it however you want. So if I go onto here, my launch control, I can actually set my RPMs anywhere from 1,000 to 3,500. And once you activate that, it'll take off as fast as it can. And it's also got a shift light in here, so you can look through that and check and see when you want to shift, what works best for you. So if you go into your race options right here, actually I'm sorry, wrong page. If I go into auto setup, this will show me all my options I have. So the auto mode will just adjust accordingly, and your street mode for you're gonna have street, sport, and track mode for the setup. So the track mode is gonna be more aggressive and make it a little bit less road friendly, but it's still isn't gonna handle bad on that. But of course it's going to make the traction a little more aggressive, a little easier to lose some traction, and a little bit better throttle response. So, but the suspension's got the Bilstein, so it's three-way adjustable as well, and the steering's electric steering, so it's going to have track mode, sport mode, street mode, and that's going to tighten the steering up, make it more responsive, more like a race car. And same goes for the stability and the paddle shifters. You can turn them off and on or if you want to. Now if I go into the performance pages right here, it's gonna have a lot of info in here, so this is awesome. And one of the coolest things I like about these cars, if you actually modify them whatsoever, it's gonna give you any kind of update. So if you change your intake, it's gonna tell you exactly what it did to your car. I ran out of storage, so I'm back. But anyways, these widgets and everything, you can set whatever you want in here. So there's a ton of options in here to choose from for what you want as your widget, but it's got a setup that's gonna basically give you anything and everything you need. So let me go back to those performance pages and load that up. So yeah, but like I was saying, if you got a new intake, it's going to adjust your intake temperature, and you're actually going to see what it does to the car. So, and then if you go into timers here, it's going to show your 0 to 60, 0 to 100, and you can save them all just like your previous SRTs. Show your best times and see what's working best for your car. And then your gauges and everything are here as well. So there's a ton of pages on that. Like I said, just about anything and everything's going to be on here. So whatever widget you want though, you can set it up however you need to. Here's your G-forces. It's going to show your peak, front to back, side to side, and your steering angle. And then here's your dyno. Right under the engine is the dyno. I'll show you that in a second, but this is going to show your boost, horsepower, and torque. And then your dyno right here is going to adjust accordingly to however you're driving. So you can show the history, the 30-second history, 60-second history, whatever you want. So that's the whole vehicle. I just wanted to give you a quick look at it inside and out. Hope everyone enjoyed. If you got any questions, leave me a comment in the comment section. Thanks.